Enchanting plays a key role in Minecraft progression, almost as the final frontier to maxing out your player character. But while enchants are good, they do stop at a certain point. Efficiency 5, Protection 4, Depth Strider 3, but what if they didn't? What if you had the ability to create enchantment levels up to 32,000? Thorns that kills instantly, looting that crashes the server, knockback that can get players kicked for flying. Well, that's exactly what happened on none other than 2b2t. Sometime during December of 2013, Housemaster was in the market for a plugin, one that would restrict travel to the nether roof, as House saw it as not vanilla. Players iTristan and Pyrobyte used their knowledge in Java to create House's desired plugin. However, while this plugin did block travel to the nether roof, it also gave iTristan and Pyrobyte admin privileges on 2b2t. This being unbeknownst to House, he began running the plugin on the server. This is commonly known as 2b2t's third backdoor. Sometime during the time that Pyrobyte and iTristan had admin abilities, they created 32k items, or items that had an enchantment level of 32,767. Or the signed 16-bit integer limit, hence why they were given the nickname. We commonly think of 32Ks as only swords and pickaxes. However, back then, Pyrobyte and iTristan were rumored to have created and been in possession of chest plates that had thorns 32,000, killing anyone that hit the user, and potions giving the user maximum potion effects as well. For the next year or so, these powerful items stayed for the most part in the possession of iTristan and Pyrobyte. However, with the formation of Tyranny, a group consisting of most of the old 2b2t legends, including Talo, Jared 2013, iTristan, Pop, Clyde, and Frickin', the group decided to move their weapons to a stash in their base, known as the Archive. However, this would later prove to be their biggest mistake. Around this time in early 2016 was when the fourth backdoor was occurring, which is the backdoor that FinumC's The Day That 2b2t Almost Died video was based on. In this video, FinumC talks about iTristan's stash getting raided by Jack the Ripper and Kane's Law.
Kane's, Jack, and a few others ended up finding Tristan's secret base, stocked with 32k weapons, 32k tools, player and mob heads, and all sorts of illegal items.
Due to iTristan leaving the region files of the stash on his GitHub account public. That stash that was raided wasn't just a stash, but rather was the Archive. This of course caused all 32Ks to be stolen. Soon after this, iTristan, in an attempt to get the 32Ks out of Jack's and Kane's hands, asked Housemaster to enable an illegal items plugin that would revert all 32k items to their intended amount. However, the plugin only reverted 32Ks that were held in a player's hands, so many still survive in unfound stashes to this day. This is the blurriest time for 32k weapons. At some point from the time of Rusher joining to May of 2017, something happened to the illegal items plugin, allowing 32ks to be held and used. Some sources say that they were used at spawn from time to time, but there's no way to truly know. Either way, they were extremely tightly held and never given to anyone outside of a select few. However, during May of 2017, players Kinarana, Naka, Jack the Ripper, and Alpha Computer got their hands on some 32k swords and pickaxes. Some say they were from the Archive raid, others say that Kinarana had an SSH key and spawned them in. But either way, they had them, and they planned on using them. Alpha Computer allowed the YouTuber FitMC to hold a 32k weapon and wield it at spawn during a livestream, giving them a bunch of public exposure. This, of course, caused Housemaster to do something to the illegal items plugin, making 32k weapons revert to sharpness 5 if they were held. So once again, they lied dormant, in faraway stashes, yearning to be used. Over the next year or so, 32k weapons became usable, then unusable. Usable, then unusable. But the people that had access to use them held on to them close, not allowing them to be used, slowly duping them until there were thousands. Then finally, Alpha Computer got bored of waiting, and when the next usable period of 32k weapons started, he took advantage. Alpha Computer began selling 32k weapons for real money, and this wasn't some small business. Because these items were rare, sought after, and extremely powerful, some sold for upwards of $2,000. The issue of course being that as more got into circulation, the price declined, until people were literally giving them away for free at spawn. House patched them once again, and they once again lied dormant. But they would make one last stand in one of the craziest periods in 2B2T history. Sometime during 2019, the final 32K exploit went public, making them usable once again. But this time, it was different. Instead of just a select few having access to them, like it was in the past, anyone on 2B2T with relatively good connections had shulkers upon shulkers of them, and it was chaos. You couldn't go anywhere near 2B2T spawn without fear of instantly dying to the blade of one of these weapons. This exploit lasted for quite a while as well, but close to the end of 2019, it was patched once and for all. Even having a shulker with a 32K in your inventory would cause it to get reverted. As long as House keeps this plugin, it is safe to say that 32K weapons will never fully make a return. In this version at least. But that's a topic for a different day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Researching and script writing takes a while, so you showing your appreciation by leaving a like and comment really means a lot. Anyways, I'll see you in a week or two. Bye!